This is the Effing One Podcast, Australia's only Formula One podcast with Adam and Luke.
G'day and welcome to Effing One Podcast, recently voted the world's most entertaining Formula One podcast. True.
By the Deaf and Mute Society.
No, Luke. It sounds impressive, but that's only because it's compared to other Formula One podcasts.
That's true.
99% of them are English. And just like the English people, other Formula One podcasts are very formal, dull, pale, have terrible oral hygiene, and you can't help but start nodding off after the first 2 fucking minutes. So welcome to the Little Aussie Battlers podcast for the F1 fan who's not fussed with facts, science, stats. It's for those who like their Formula One a little lewd, a little blue, a little rough around the edges, and love watching 2 slightly overweight, middle-aged, sweaty blokes get dressed up or dressed down, whatever the mood suits us. This is your mildly amusing podcast you've been searching for. So sit down and shut up, because it's time to go head first, pants down, and make Formula One great again. G'day, Luke.
G'day, Adam. That's quite the
intro.
That's a lot of energy.
Yeah. Just memorise that one.
10:30 at night, off the top of the head.
Whew, I'm exhausted. I'm bored. I'm going to have a sleep.
No, wait. We're not listening to other podcasts.
Well, we're not listening to other English podcasts. No. Is that mean? Is that mean?
No, it's factual.
No. Okay.
It's the only fact we have on this podcast is that all other Formula 1 podcasts are a little bit dull.
A little bit boring, Luke.
Yeah, they just can't compete with our randomness, our stupidity.
It's because we're a couple of Aussie blokes.
I don't know who voted for that, but you voted well.
Thank you.
It was
I think
you.
your mother, Mrs. Luke, and I.
Thanks, Mum.
It was a vote of 2 people. Well, there was actually 3.
3.
Yeah, we needed 3 because it
You,
was
me,
and your
Mum.
mother. Yeah,
4
Mrs.
people.
Luke. 4.
You, me, Mum, Pete.
And Pete, producer Pete.
He doesn't know how to use the internet.
Yeah.
But I did on his behalf.
So completely neutral people.
5 people.
Have no vested interest.
You, me,
in the
Pete,
voting
Mum,
process.
and Cliff probably did it as well.
Probably Cliff.
Thanks, Cliff.
Okay, so there's 5. We got 5.
Maybe 6.
There might have
7 with the Foleys, both of them.
Okay, the Foley boys.
8,
thank
Scott.
You, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, Mrs. Foley?
No.
No.
She has no interest.
She hates this
Maybe
podcast.
9.
Yep.
Is that enough? Sure, I can
think
keep doing this.
No, it's good. That's really good. Luke, talk about the Spanish Grand Prix at the Barcelona. Luke?
Yes, the Circuit de Catalunya.
Can you recap for us. It was a while ago.
Well, it was.
That's my bad.
No.
That's my bad.
No, it's
I've been busy with kids.
You've got a
and
family.
nappies.
You have
My bad.
responsibilities. I have none of those.
No.
I sleep well. My ejaculate has semen in it.
Unlike mine.
So like yours.
Unlike mine.
Yeah, so it was a week ago, Spanish Grand Prix. It wasn't as dull as what everyone had said on Twitter afterwards, like, oh, boring Grand Prix. But if you'd watched the midfield battle, there was a heap going on.
There was stuff happening.
There was heaps of racing.
Yes.
There was more overtaking in this Spanish Grand Prix than there has been for probably about 10 years.
Yeah, that's true.
At least. And speaking of 10 years, here's a random fact I'm going to throw in at the start.
Yeah.
Since the turbo hybrid era of 2014, where did I put it?
2014.
2014, the Formula 1 cars are 9.6 seconds a lap quicker in quali.
There you go. That's pretty fast.
So the pole time in 2014 compared to the pole time of this year, 9.6 seconds faster.
And that's with Formula One trying.
So 1 minute 25 to 1 minute 15.
Yeah.
5.
And that's them doing their darnest to make them slower every year. But they keep getting faster.
They keep getting quicker. And interesting, Mark Webber's pole lap in 2010 would have got him 17th on the grid.
Is that right?
Yeah. So on a
There you
2.4 litre V8 in the Red Bull in 2010, he would have come 17th on the grid.
Jeez.
So that's how bad Haas and Williams are.
Yeah.
And Mark was ahead of you
Yeah.
in a
there
car
you go.
that's 10 years old.
There you go. Haven't times changed, Luke?
Yes, they have.
Unlike us.
No. I've lost a little bit of hair, gained some weight.
Yes.
What about you?
Getting a bit fatter.
Well, you got to. It's winter.
My back's worse.
What happened to your back?
Oh, just kids. You know,
Oh.
you've got to Pick them up, put them
don't pick 'em
down.
up. Don't pick him up.
Bloody, you just don't have kids. Full stop, Luke.
So
Don't go there.
the
Spanish Grand Prix.
Spanish Grand Prix is what we're here to talk about.
Yeah.
Lance Stroll.
Hasn't he done well?
Is he the best starter on the grid?
He's pretty good.
He's pretty
He's
good.
pretty good.
He's up there with what Alonso used to do. Always make up a couple of spots.
He does.
Got ahead of Bottas. Stayed ahead of Bottas for the first bit. I'm just wondering if Bottas is tired of looking at the back of that Mercedes, or last year's Mercedes rear wing, because he would have seen a lot of it last year.
Oh, yep.
And now he's seeing more of it with Racing Point.
Yep. It's a double dose. In pink. Oh, poor Bottas.
Sergio, I'm calling it Sergio Vid-19, so because he's the only one who's had COVID.
How is he, by the way?
He's fine.
Is he all right?
Yeah.
He's raced. He was okay.
He's been thoroughly tested by Robert Kubica. And
Finger in the paddock. Old Dicky Finger. We're going to catch up with him soon.
we are Stinky Finger. We're going to check out on him.
Yeah.
I just wonder if he gets close enough, if he'll just cough on Lance.
Who?
Just to scare Lance. Like if...
Robert?
No, Sergio Vid-19. Sergio Vid.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea. It's a good tactic, isn't it?
Just go up to...
He might have to, because he was, before he got COVID, he was much faster than Lance, and suddenly comes back after catching COVID.
That's right.
He's now slower.
Driver coaching in the Spanish Grand Prix. There was a heap
what's
of it
going on there, Luke? It's a no-no.
Sergio, well, it's okay for the whole race, but if you do it on the formation lap, which is what Magnussen got penalised for in Hungary, Sergio Perez asked if the tyres are okay. Is that an emotional, are they okay? Because he's the one driving it, so he should know how the tyres are, but he's asking them, how are they? And I don't understand it.
I don't get that.
I mean, you're driving
You'd
the car,
feel it.
mate.
You'd feel
How
it,
does it
wouldn't you?
feel? But they're giving him pressures and temperatures. I don't think they should be telling him that.
But, I mean, does that help him? Does it help him that much?
It is driver coaching, because they'll be like, take it easy on this corner.
Oh, okay. Then,
Because the next example is Valtteri Bottas getting info everywhere he's strong and where he's using his tyres too much. So they can pinpoint which corner he's using too much, like he's got too much slip, like the temperatures will go up maybe a degree.
You can't do that.
It's too much.
But are you legally allowed to do that?
Yes.
You can coach it. You can coach someone. You could coach a blind man around that track.
Yep.
You
Turn
could
left
talk
now.
them through it.
Turn right now.
You could teach me how to be a good driver around that circuit. Like you're a good driver. You're Kingston Park's greatest go-kart racer. Your picture, it adorns the entryway when you walk in there. There's trophies. You are
I was just getting off the toilet when they took it.
Go-kart driver, Luke. You were tipped to be the next big thing.
I just turned out to be a big thing.
Yeah, just that was a problem. You're too big. This guy's too big. He's too heavy.
Ever seen a go-kart bow?
But you could hypothetically be coaching me in a car, telling me, "All right, Adam, just brake a bit here. All right, now you go." The whole you could make anyone a good driver if you're coaching them,
Well, yeah.
and that's what's happening.
Yeah.
That can't be legal.
I think it should be scrapped. I think when it comes to such intense detail, as much as this is what F1 is like in terms of that intricate detail for it, it's too much. You can't be telling him, you're using too much. You're sliding the car too much out of turn 9. Like, fuck that. Leave it quiet. Let him figure it out. If he makes a mistake and he overuses his tyres, that's his own fault.
Exactly.
Don't tell a driver, this is the lap time we want you to drive to, because they've already gone through that in the briefing. If you can't remember that, that's your own fucking fault.
Yeah. Otherwise, you might as well be some Joe Blow from the street. You put him in a car and make him a world champion.
Tell him to pit. That's all you need to tell him.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yep. Maybe you could do Morse code, but that's it.
No, then it's no.
Yep. Got it.
You want to end this podcast? It's just started. So I think it should be. Max was complaining about the tyres, and he said that they're a bit shit.
Yeah.
And he said it again.
Yep.
And he also said to the team, do I need to tell you again that they're shit?
Yep.
And the team's like, no, Max, you don't need to tell us again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, why didn't they? Could have just pit him. Shut him up and pit him.
Yeah, true.
Come in, pit.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have changed
Stop
anything.
your whinging, you Dutchman.
Yeah.
You bloody Dutch whinger.
You can't understand Dutch people.
No.
All this.
Oh, there's too much of the guttural, the back of the throat stuff, mate.
It's important. It's a great thing that Max is wearing the mask because there's a lot less spit in the paddock.
True.
Whenever he talks,
It's a safer paddock when he's fully masked
him
up.
and the Dutch TV when they go at it.
Oh, jeez.
Get out the wet floor sign.
Get those little
Poor Pedro
windscreen
and Brendan
wipers.
Hartley
Oh,
had to clean that up afterwards.
jeez Louise.
I wonder what Brendan's doing lately.
Cleaning toilets, apparently. Still cleaning toilets.
Bottas was complaining about something. He was complaining about the black overall. He was saying that the overalls are too hot.
Is that right?
Yeah. He's saying these black overalls are too fucking hot.
Well, can the sun's absorbing the heat? Is that right?
Yep, that's what he's complaining about in the Grand Prix.
What
So
about...
he was complaining about the black overalls.
You were complaining about being black for one day. What are the guys
Imagine
that are
it's
black?
like
Imagine being
every
born black
day.
every day.
Think about that, Valtteri.
Exact,
Next time you make
Valtteri.
those insensitive,
Yeah.
bigoted comments.
Yeah. Try being a black person for the whole life, not just one day.
Yeah.
Then you can talk.
Yeah.
But live in someone else's boots.
No.
Bloody right-wing Finn
You're from
nationalist.
Finland. You don't know what the sun's like for half
Exactly.
the year.
Exactly.
Get used to it. Harden up.
Toughen up.
Get a tan, Bottas.
See some sunlight, Bottas.
Get
Get rid of this. Get a
some
personality, Bottas. Have a personality.
You know, the more sun you get, the more personality
That's
you get.
what happens.
It's true.
The vitamin
You look at Kimi.
E,
Oh,
K,
boring.
D.
D. Vitamin D.
The more D you get,
It's your
look.
your wife's favourite vitamin.
Look, you got Hamilton, who's personality overload, and then you got Valtteri, the most boring man on the planet.
Up there with Kimi Räikkönen.
Up there with Kimi, also Finnish,
Yep, Marcus Ericsson.
also very boring.
Up in Sweden. Very
They're
boring.
they're Scandinavians.
Yeah. Crofty had a bit of an interesting quote that he said during the race. He said they've given themselves a headache a bag full of aspirin won't cure. Have you ever heard that one before?
No.
No, there you go.
Yeah.
A bit of Crofty brilliance. When he's
Yeah.
not littering and chain smoking,
Yeah.
he has that one.
Yeah. I've heard
I
about
wonder how he smokes through his
mask. Yeah.
Vettel was on the radio and he said, what lap time do you want me to do? And they replied with understood. Bit of a communication breakdown. Probably not. They probably needs an engineer that speaks English
Yeah.
because they just say understood to him.
They don't actually understand. They've got no one on the team that speaks English.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And then later on, he's driving along. He's picked up the pace, thinking that he would have had another pit stop. And then they tell him, can you go to the end on these tyres? Which that's what Sebastian was asking. What lap time do you want me to do? Do you want me to push for the next pit stop? Or do you want me to... So they didn't. They decided to change their mind. And can you go to the end on these tyres? And Sebastian said, that's what I fucking asked you. Like I asked you...
What is happening at Ferrari, Luke?
They don't know what they're doing. It's like a rookie team with $500 million.
Well, when you put that many Italians in one room together, Luke, that's what happens.
They're just focused on coffee and
Coffee
pasta.
and pizza and smoking. Oh,
Out there with Crofty,
yeah,
chain smoking.
exactly.
What should we do in the car?
I don't know. What do I do with the car? Oh, we have a car. Oh no, what are we gonna do? Boo. It's
Live from the Ferrari
live
garage.
from that's live footage.
Ricardo was socially distanced racing.
Yes.
I think we all need to understand at the start of the race there'll be 2 or 3 laps where they're going to be racing, and then everyone will branch off about 1.5 to 2 seconds because they want to save their tires for their first pit stop.
Yep.
They all go to their race pace. You never see them really race past that. So
No, it was a bit miserable, wasn't it, for Dan, that race?
yeah,
Wasn't a good race.
no.
He's
But
just
there
had just shit luck.
Heaps of overtaking with Albert. There was a lot of road trains, roadblocks of Magnussen, Ocon and Raikkonen. Held a lot of people up and made the racing interesting. It was very good back there. When you're looking up front, don't focus on up front. There's Mercedes and
That's
Max just going into the
no,
distance.
that's what we keep saying, Luke. That's what we say about Formula One. Don't look at the front.
No.
That's
You want
not
racing,
interesting.
look in the middle.
Look in the middle bits.
It's like when you eat a delicious chocolate. There's something in the middle.
Correct.
That's your delicious middle.
Yeah. I mean, when I look at you,
Oh.
I look at the top, the top part, not interesting. The back, not really. The middle bits, that's the interesting parts. It's the same
Yeah.
philosophy.
Yep. It's tasty too.
Yeah.
Kimi had a bit of a rant.
Did he?
Kimi just went off about dangerous driving. Like, he couldn't believe what just happened. I think he was being run wide by Magnussen. And it was all, dangerous driving. And then he just mumbled incoherently to nothing. It's like, no.
Just drifted off.
It's like he was disinterested with his own argument.
Kimi, are you there? Kimi, are you okay?
Wah.
Have we lost you?
And there's there'll be a Turkish Grand Prix will be back this year, subject to circuit approval. So they're going to race in Turkey. Yes, the triple apex, the quadruple apex, I think, turn 8 in Turkey will be back.
Wow.
Be interesting to see how quick the F1 cars go around that corner. That's going to be a real neck herder.
That's exciting.
And there's 2 races in Bahrain and Abu Dhabi to end out the season. And they'll be racing the usual Bahrain track, and then they'll be racing the external outer loop of the track.
Just mixing it up a little bit?
Mixing it up, changing it up. They have the ability to change the tracks, so they will.
Yep.
And that'll be good that you can have 2 races in the same place, but it won't be the same track.
That's very good. That's kind of cool.
Very cool.
Gee, I'm looking forward to that. Very exciting.
You want to talk about awards?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's go into the awards for the Barcelona Grand Prix. Mm-hmm. And the first award off the block is one of my personal favourites, Lucas. It's a Green Awards for reducing the carbon footprint of the planet. What team was environmentally conscious?
Well, I'm giving it to Mercedes.
Oh.
Now, the reason I'm giving it to Mercedes, they didn't exit the Grand Prix early and save fuel, but what they did is they lapped the majority of the field up to 4th place. So all of those cars didn't have to do an extra lap.
That is...
So saving fuel.
Very good.
Well done, Mercedes.
Well done, Mercedes-Benz.
Thinking about the environment, lowering everyone else's carbon footprint while taking out a dominant Grand Prix.
Yep, saving everyone an extra lap.
They saved their fuel.
emissions.
You can put that away somewhere else and use it again
Lock it.
this weekend in the Belgian Grand Prix.
Yep. Don't have to cut down any more trees for that.
No,
Thank you very much, Mercedes-Benz. Well done. UGE Day Awards for dangerous, crazy driving. Who won the UGE Day Award, Luke?
Well, the UGE Day Award is for wasting time.
Wasting time.
Second one in a week.
What have I done? What have I done? Oh, I've gone past the Maldonado Award.
Well, you want to do the past?
Let's go past the Maldonado. For dangerous driving.
Dangerous driving is Esteban Ocon.
What happened? What
So
did he do?
in practice, he was going up behind Magnussen, and he just drove like he let Magnussen past, and then Magnussen wasn't on a hot lap, so he pulled into the middle of the track.
Yep.
And then Ocon went up behind him, and then just pretty much drove into the back of him.
That's right.
And then locked the brakes up, went straight into the wall. Didn't take Magnussen out, which would have been a full Pastor Maldonado award.
That would have been awesome.
But that was pretty much the only real incident. Romain Grosjean had a spin in the race, but that wasn't really that dangerous.
No.
But yeah, well done to Esteban Ocon.
Well done.
Doing it all on his own.
He's had a
That's
couple
2 weeks in a
awards.
row.
Yeah, he's had a couple.
Yeah, British Grand Prix, the second one. He was on the exit of qualifying, blocking George Russell. And this time he's just doing it all on his own and affecting himself.
Crazy Frenchman. The UGE Day Award, Luke, just going back, is actually for wasting everyone's time. Who wasted everyone's time, Luke, when they rocked up?
Well, it's Romain Grosjean.
Well, he's won a few of those.
He has, and he could be the biggest waste of time in Formula One this year. Yeah. He has some great whinges and complaints which warrant nothing to no one, but that's Romain Grosjean's strong point. But in terms of turning up racing, he says the car's undrivable, blah, blah, blah. They were pretty quick.
They were good
in one session, weren't they? Somewhere.
Yeah, they were in session.
And then overnight they went shit out.
I think it was the last practice session they were really fast. It was quite surprising. In fact, Renault looked really good there for a while. Well, they even qualified really well. The Lickett and Sendit Awards, who just pulled out some sweet overtaking manoeuvres.
Well, it was one of my lauded drivers, which is unlauded by you. It's Kevin Magnussen.
Oh, really?
Suck my balls, Magnussen.
Well done.
He made some great overtaking moves on the 2 Alfa Romeos of Giovinazzi and Kimi Räikkönen. Really good overtaking manoeuvres. I think that's what Kimi got upset about before he sort of wasn't interested in his complaint anymore. Yeah, but great moves, solid moves. There's a lot of good overtakes by Albon, Kvyat as well on Daniel Ricciardo early on in the race. But in terms of those two moves were pretty good on Giovinazzi and Raikkonen.
Sweet little move. The F1 Podcast Award. Luke, who made Formula One great again?
Well, it's the same man.
What?
Kevin Magnussen.
Yeah, this seems a little biased, Luke. You're a Magnussen fan.
This is a paid sponsorship by Kevin Magnussen. He's KMag 20 Corporation.
We'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take any money.
We'll take any money.
If you want to sponsor
Not
the podcast,
fussy.
let us
We're not
know.
fussy.
We'll drop a name. We don't care what it is.
Oh, no. No, it could be anything.
Yeah.
Health and hygiene pads. We don't mind. Whatever it is, we will happily endorse it on this podcast live.
We will. We don't care what it is.
We have
It's all about the money.
no problems at all.
No.
Yep.
What wouldn't you advertise?
Oh, nothing, Luke.
Nothing?
There's
Okay,
nothing.
Good.
A vasectomy, I'm happy to do that.
Again?
Yep. Vasectomy advertising, no problems.
Then a reverse vasectomy.
That
Would you
seems
do that
painful, but
would
I'll
you
do
do that
it.
on The Secret?
I would do it. I would do it, Luke. If it means
Just reverse it and then
I
give
think
Haley a surprise.
I think it's a lot more in depth. Yeah. And have a fourth kid.
She'll kill
I
you.
think it's a tough. That's a tough surgery.
So the reason why I'm giving to Kevin Magnussen is
Yeah.
because he was a bit of a road train, and by backing everyone up, it caused good racing behind. Because as much as they were trying to get past him, they were also backing someone else up to someone else.
Yeah.
And that made more overtaking manoeuvres and opportunities with Lando and Charles Leclerc were battling pretty hard behind the roadblocks of Magnussen, Ocon and Raikkonen.
Yeah.
But Magnussen was a great roadblock because he does fight really hard for a position that he'll never own.
He gets his elbows out.
Yeah.
You can't accuse that man of not getting his
And then
elbows
he
out,
finishes like
Magnussen.
14th or 15th.
Yeah.
It's the reason why he fights so hard.
He fights hard and then he gives up. Now, one of our favourite awards, Luke, and one that's very dear to our heart, the Speckled Jim Medal. Just did you want to recap briefly on the significance of Speckled Jim to us and this podcast over the years?
Speckled Jim, where do you start?
Where do you start?
He's a cockfighter that Pete took under his own wing. Speckled Jim only had one wing.
That's true. He did only have one wing.
But he punched above his weight.
A little fighting cock.
Yeah, he was a cockfighter. Pete put a lot of money and training into him. Not a very successful cock. Probably one of the most disappointing cocks I've ever put money on.
Yep.
And Pete put a lot of money of our money that we actually had
Our
put
own
aside,
personal money.
personal funds, that we thought, you know what, we can
He sold it like it was a pyramid scheme. He really sold it like we were going to make a lot of money.
I thought he was a great cock.
Yeah.
Turns out he was a flop.
Yeah, it was a floppy, flaccid cock, unfortunately.
He had 127 bouts.
When the pressure was on and he needed to perform, he often didn't.
No.
He got a little bit shy.
I've never seen a cock take a beating like that
No,
in my
no.
life.
No.
Every week, just a tired, beaten up cock.
Bruised, blue, battered, lifeless cock.
And that's enough about me. We're talking about Speckled Jim.
Yeah, Speckled Jim. He was disappointing. Oh, he was a lovely bird.
Beautiful bird.
Beautiful
Heart
bird.
of gold. He was a battler. That's what he liked about the podcast. That's why we put money behind him. Because he'll
Exactly.
win one one day.
He had a heart the size of Farlap, Luke. And for those who didn't know Farlap, or aren't aware, Farlap, he was a very famous Australian racehorse, had a double-sized heart. And
Imagine that inside of a small fighting rooster.
imagine there's that big a heart inside the... Basically, he was all heart and only a little bit of
And
chicken
any
wing.
tap on his chest, he would just automatically fall over
He would have a
because it
heart
just
attack.
hurt his
Well,
heart.
that's why he was so bad at fighting. any knock,
every bout, he was
he
getting
had a heart
CPR.
attack. Yeah.
Except for the one time he did win a
died.
bout
Oh.
where the other opponent
Yeah,
had a stroke
that's true.
and died.
It died.
So therefore, he won the bout. So it's 126
To
losses to one win.
One.
He is our spirit animal for the podcast. He died last year in an unfortunate dipping bird training accident
Yeah,
where the dippy bird just happened to knock him on the head.
yeah.
He fell over, and then the dippy bird, as we know with dippy birds, just kept pulverizing him to a bloody mess.
There's no off switch.
No, not with the dippy bird.
No, not
That's
with
why
it.
it's such a great training bird.
Exactly.
But Pete turned his back, wasn't paying attention, and poor Speckled Jim got the absolute shit beaten out of him.
Yeah. Pulverized. Tenderized.
Delicious.
And, well, we didn't waste the meat.
No. Why? Why would
you? Why would you waste it?
He was a bird prime for eating. That bird was very tender. He'd had so many years of being...
It was the saddest day, but also the most satisfying because it was delicious. The way you cooked that honey chicken.
When he popped his little coffin
Yes.
into the deep fryer.
Oh, we did, didn't we? Lowered the coffin into the fryer. Delicious.
Yeah, that's good. So
That's Speckled Jim. That's so the Speckled Jim Award.
The fighting spirit of
the Fighting
Formula
Spirit Award. Who we dedicate the Fighting Spirit Award to? It's quite an honour. And who gets it this week, Luke?
So it's a 3-2-1 voting system, best on race, so like best on ground in a sporting event. So the 3 votes goes to Carlos Sainz.
Carlos.
A lot of really good overtaking manoeuvres, and did a good job in his home Grand Prix. 2 votes go to Sebastian Vettel for finishing ahead of his teammate, which had a technical issue, but he stayed out there, made the one-stop work. Even though his team don't know what they're doing, Sebastian's there to save the day.
Yeah.
And number 1 vote goes to the winner, and the man who just keeps pulling ahead in races and the championship is Lewis, the douche canoe Hamilton. He gets a solitary vote.
The douche.
The douche.
That's the original nickname. We gave all the drivers nicknames.
As voted by the listeners.
Yeah. And we might even revisit them because you've gone into the vault, the FE1 podcast vault.
Delve deep.
Pulled out some absolute rippers.
I've been crunching numbers.
And I think it's time to brush them off, flag them, pop them on the socials.
Yeah.
There's a few missing because we've got some new drivers.
We've got some new drivers. So these were our original nickname ideas for Marcus Ericsson, who's no longer with us. He's still alive, but he's in IndyCar. He was the pay driver. Or the stay-at-home Viking. And we voted for the stay-at-home Viking, which was a great nickname.
Yeah, that was
and
nice.
he was the stay-at-home Viking. Whenever Marcus Ericsson will get peel himself off the sofa and dust off the Doritos, that man was a very intense individual, but he rarely did that.
No.
The other one was for Charles Leclerc was the clerk.
Oh, yeah.
Leclerc being
Was it
French.
General Admin that we
General
chose?
Admin.
Yeah.
We went with.
General
Now
Administration.
he's the chosen one.
The chosen.
He's a bit of a bad boy for breaching COVID-19 rules when he went back to Monaco and party with his friends that weren't in his social bubble. You bad boy. Kevin Magnussen, Jan's son, because Jan Magnussen used to race in Formula 1.
Oh, yeah.
Big chain smoker. And Suck My Balls, which is what he said to Nico Hulkenberg.
Yeah.
When Nico had a complaint about his driving. He said, suck my balls.
Yep. And that's perfect. That's what stuck.
Yep.
We stuck with that one. That was good. Are you going to run through them all?
Did you want me to?
Yeah, if you want to. Sure.
I don't know if
No. Let's do it. What about Grosjean?
Grosjean and on. He was
Grosjean
whiny
and on.
or Grosjean and on.
Oh.
Who else we got here? We've got Gasman was a little gassy or Gasman. And and Pierre actually voted on that.
He did.
He did.
Well, he voted for Gasman, didn't he?
He voted for the Gasman.
Yeah. Because a little gassy, you're not.
I think that's the
really
only driver interaction we had.
Yeah.
For a while.
Yeah.
What else we got? The Kiwi Kid or Total Recall.
Oh, of course. For Brendan Hartley.
Brendan Hartley. The Kiwi Kid.
Now he's cleaning toilets.
Yep. And the reason we said the Total Recall is because he was in the Red Bull driver program before he was dumped. And then he made some calls after winning some Le Mans championships with Mark Webber that he got the call back.
Yes.
And he did a horrible job.
Terrible.
Who's next? Stoffel Van Dorn, Waffle, or Van Gorn? And now he's Van Gorn.
Yep.
So he's in Formula E. The Fonz and the Racing Caterpillar, who's that?
That's Alonso.
Yeah. So now I'm just going to say the names. You have to guess who they are. The Brat or the Finger Boy.
Oh, that's Sebastian Vettel.
The Old Finn or Last Lap.
Kimi Räikkönen.
Other Finn or Mr. Melancholy.
That's Bottas.
Hollywood or Douche Canoe.
Hamilton.
Mad Max
Gee,
or
we had
the
some good names, didn't we?
Profiterole.
Oh, I love the Profiterole. We never got there, though, did it? We went
60-40
for Mad Max.
was that one.
60-40, was it? Okay,
Yep.
no, we went for Mad Max.
Ricky Rocket or the Personality.
Oh, Dan Ricciardo.
The Tijuana Tussler or the Burrito Kid.
That was...
Burrito Kid's got a twang to it. I quite like
Kid.
that.
Yes. That was Sergio.
Yes. Rusky or Little Putin.
Oh,
Oh, he's going to test you.
Kvyat.
No.
Oh.
This was back in 2018.
Oh.
Driver for Williams. Ooh,
How did I forget?
Sergei Sorokin.
Oh, sorry, he was always at the back of the grid. That's why I forgot. We never talked about him.
We've got Massa's biggest fan, Daddy's boy, Richie Rich.
Stroll.
Yes. King Carlos, wish I was Max.
Oh, Carlos.
Hulk Honey
Science.
or the talented Nico.
Hulkenberg.
They are the nicknames
They are great.
that went out there.
We need to fill in the blanks. We've got some new drivers as well.
We do.
We have to go and put them on socials.
Also, we had a little Twitter poll on April 4th, 2018, and it's very apt to what's happening for the next Grand Prix. We said, should F1 ban the party mode, the engine extreme modes that they'll use in quali and in certain parts of the race? And we had a keep party mode, ban party mode, or everyone just party.
And we went for option C.
No, there's a 50-50 between ban party mode and everyone just party.
Just party.
So
We just partied.
no one wanted to keep party mode. That was what we came from that. And they're actually going to ban. They finally listened to us.
Finally.
They finally found us on Twitter and gone, you know what? They've got a point there. We should keep partying,
Yep.
but also ban the party mode.
Well done.
We called it way back then.
That's from the 2018 Vault, F1 Podcast Vault. And we'll keep those nicknames, Luke. I think we should revisit those. And
I quite like the Burrito Kid.
I like that too. We might have to use... Why don't we use the
But it wasn't voted by us.
No.
But we're going to overrule.
No, we'll overrule it. We'll use the alternate.
Overruled!
It's overruled. It's official.
The
Bang the
burrito-
gamut.
I don't have a
Bang
gavel.
it. The gavel. Gavel. Gamut. Why don't we...
Have you been drinking?
Yeah, I've been drinking. I'm drunk right now. Why don't we use the ones we didn't use?
Oh,
The ones
shit,
that-
I'm not going to remember that.
I know. And
All
then
right, they'll test me.
we'll invent some more for the new drivers.
Yes.
We need to look at we didn't wrap up Barcelona
Yes.
because we want to find out fastest lap, Luke.
Fastest lap was Valtteri Bottas with a 1 minute 18.183. The fastest pit stop was a 1.90 seconds from Red Bull Racing.
Yes.
When I watched it live, I was like, that's quick.
That's fast.
And driver of the day was Sebastian Vettel, as voted by
Really?
the people of the world.
Gosh, Sebastian Vettel.
Sebastian Vettel, he was quite surprised once he heard that as well.
Oh, he would be. We're going to get, speak of the devil, speak of Sebastian Vettel, the devil, we're going to have a chat to him very shortly, Luke.
Very
On
soon.
the podcast. And we've also got, how about this for a little Aussie battle of a podcast that punches way above its weight? We've also got Kubica, Robert Kubica. And...
What's his segment called?
Hand
Hand in the paddock?
in the paddock, figure in the paddock, hand in the paddock,
Well, he's got his finger in the
gammy
paddock.
arm. And we're also going to chat to Kimi Räikkönen.
We're going to open the portal. We haven't opened the portal for a
No.
while for Kimi.
Yeah.
It's been hard to reach.
Tell you what, we have some contact. Well, when I say we, I mean you have some seriously good contacts in Formula One.
I've got some clout.
Big time. The Turd Championship, Luke. This is the reverse championship. It's the celebrating the shittest driver on the grid, because too often
There's a few there.
there's a lot of shit,
Yep.
and you've got to wade your way through it to find the shittest driver. Because we celebrate the good, the excellence, the magnificent, but often we ignore the turd.
We do
So
sometimes.
let's celebrate the turd, the shit.
So the Nicholas Latifi is now leading the Turd Championship on 72 negative points.
Oh.
Kevin Magnussen, negative 65. George Russell, negative 62, tied with Romain Grosjean also on negative 62.
He's doing all right now, Grosjean. He's picking up his pace.
There is a tight battle between Daniel Ricciardo and Esteban Ocon. They're on negative 25 together. You've got Giovinazzi and Raikkonen within 5 points of each other, negative 46 and 41. There's a heap going on in the Turd Championship. Charles Leclerc has jumped up to negative 44 as well. Wow. There's a lot going on. It's a lot tighter in this championship.
Tight. Very tight. And at the end of the championship, we'll be posting that lovely hand Whittled Award that
Yep, on a piece of oak.
producer Pete has.
Got a plaque and a big, juicy bronze nard.
Looks fantastic. It's. I think. Have you done something fresh to it? You've put a fresh coat of lacquer on it or something? Is
Yep.
it?
Yeah, it's. If I don't keep a fresh coat of lacquer, it'll start to smell because Pete's turds
does.
are quite strong and they can eat through anything.
Yeah.
So we've
They're
got
pungent.
the extra strong lacquer to keep it shiny, to keep it fresh.
Very.
So
very
when we
good
deliver
one.
it to someone,
it's gonna be in perfect operating condition.
oh yeah,
Fresh and it's still hot, still a bit warm, but freshly lacquered. So you don't. It'll look fresh, but it won't smell bad,
no,
which is nice, isn't it? Because that really screws up your senses when you see a fresh poo, and you think this should smell, but it doesn't.
it doesn't. It's Pete.
And I can touch it.
Everything else
I
on
can
Pete
touch it. My
smells.
hands don't get dirty.
Oh,
This is nice.
I wouldn't touch it.
No, that lacquer will come off. And what if you don't lick it?
Don't.
Don't lick that turd. The Real Championships. Do we even care about the Real Championship? It's all over, isn't it? Hamilton, we know it's a foregone. Give us a rundown anyway, Luke.
Hamilton 132, Verstappen 95, Bottas 89. That's all that matters in that one.
That's true.
The B Championship, Leclerc on 45, Stroll on 40, Albon 40, Norris 39, Perez 32. That's about it. That's all that's interesting. There you go.
There you go.
Nice and quick.
Very quick.
The Constructors' Championship, Mercedes on 221, Red Bull 135, Racing Point 63, McLaren 62, Ferrari 61, Renault half that, or 36. Not half that. Bad maths. Very bad maths.
Very bad maths. Very bad maths. Look, Luke, I think it might be time to catch up with Robert Kubica with Hand in the Paddock. He's our reporter. We cross live to him. He's got his little headphones on, his microphone. We don't pay him a great deal,
No.
but he's very good. He just wanders around the paddock and just
Gives
goes
us a goss.
He does get. He gets a good down to the goss from the garage.
Yeah.
Let's go head over to him now. Maybe you will just see if he's floating around.
Yeah. Robert, you there?
Nice. Hello.
Robert.
I'm Robert Kubica.
Yes, you are.
Hello. Nice to see you. Hello, fellas. I'm here.
How you going?
I'm good. I'm in the pits.
How's the COVID testing going?
Oh my
There
gosh.
hasn't been any repercussions from you testing.
I have been very busy, fellas. Oh my God, this finger. So busy. I wish you could smell it.
Is it the busiest finger in the paddock?
It's most certainly busy and smelly. Oh my
Smelly.
gosh, und smelly.
How many times did you sanitize that hand?
Oh, I was supposed to sanitize the hand?
Oh no.
Oh no, I've been doing the COVID testing.
You didn't have like side effects from testing Sergio and then sucking on that finger?
Oh, do you think that is bad?
I wouldn't do it personally.
I have a cough. Oh no, I think I'm not feeling so great.
Oh no.
Oh no, I think I'm coming down with something. Oh dear. Well, you know, when I did the COVID test on Sergio, I always use my gummy arm. My finger is perfectly designed.
I'm surprised you can use one finger. I thought you were using the whole hand.
No, it goes up to my elbow. It always goes up to the elbow. And,
That's where you find COVID.
that's
Elbow deep.
You got to go deep, Luke. You've got to go.
What medical
very
training do you have?
deep. I'm a doctor. In Poland. I am Poland's greatest.
Chief Medical Officer of Poland?
I am the COVID-19 officer who gets up onto the televisions and I talk about the COVID.
Yeah.
I say, hey, it's not too bad. Come here. If you think you got
Tastes
the COVID,
good.
please come here. I will put my finger in your asshole and lick it to see if you are sick.
That's good. How's Formula One going?
It's a busy job.
It is?
Very busy.
How many
job.
people do you have to test?
Everybody, Luke.
So journalists, engineers,
Yep.
mechanics,
Yes.
photographers,
Yeah.
drivers,
Yep.
marshals?
Yes. Have you not had a test, Luke?
Not yet.
No. Okay.
I have no symptoms.
Ah.
I could be asymptomatic,
Yes.
but I'll be happy with that.
Okay. Well, you need to come to see me, and I need to test you. Okay.
Could you use the other hand?
What? I don't know what you mean.
Your perfectly functioning hand.
No, I will not. Wait, that was crazy. No way. I'm not gonna do that.
Why not?
Why, you crazy man? No, I only use this arm here. This is my special COVID finger. It is a specially designed ergonomic finger for the COVID testing. And now I have COVID too. I have to tell you, I have the COVID. It's not a pleasure.
You should rest up.
I'm going to rest up. I have a cough.
Okay.
I don't feel so great.
Well, as always, you're very entertaining and you give me
Thank
great
you.
conversations.
Thank you, fellas.
Good luck in Poland.
I'm sorry I'm not feeling much better. I just need to lie
Just
down.
don't go spreading that COVID to, say Valtteri Bottas or anything.
Oh, no. Too late. Oh, Bottas. Look, he could not look or feel more sick than he already is. Bottas is not well. He's not a happy man. He's very sick. I got to go bye. Goodbye. And that was...
He would not stop talking,
Wow.
that fucking cunt.
That is a... He just does not know when to shut
For
up.
someone who's sick,
He's talking a lot.
he's very yappy.
He's very happy. Wow. He didn't seem happy, though, did he? He wasn't...
When is he ever seen
Well,
happy?
that's true.
Like, unless he's elbow deep in someone.
That's when he's happy. That's when he's most happy. That's when he's chirpy.
Content Kubica.
Kubica.
Oh,
well, I love
Jesus.
catching up with Kubica. Such a great guy.
So do I.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it, Luke. Tipping results. We've got
you
our
want-
own little tipping competition, Luke.
We do.
Oh, do you know what we should... You know what we have forgotten to do, Luke?
What?
Oh, we've forgotten to mention, as is tradition at F1 Podcast.
Oh, yes.
As is tradition, Luke, at F1 Podcast, we must wear the native costumes of the featured race.
Yes, that's what I've been
That-
sitting in this for a while. I was wondering if you're going to mention it. It's pointless wearing this in a podcast if you don't mention it.
That's why I've been smiling, because it's just an awesome costume. It's what we
It's
do.
cold, man.
We are culturally a very sensitive podcast. We always make sure that we are tipping the cap to the country of the host race to celebrate the peoples, the indigenous peoples of Belgium. So this week we are, of course, in Belgium now. We've wrapped up Barcelona. We're in Belgium. We've got a lovely little treetop outpost. We're looking over the track right now. Absolutely
in the
beautiful.
Ardennes forest.
Ardennes, the pine trees, very beautiful. Crisp, fresh air. Generally quite a lovely little spot, isn't it? Very hilly.
There's a German shepherd at the bottom of the tree
Sniffing
barking at
about.
us.
Yep. Can smell the
There's
fear.
a lot of aggressive security guards in Belgium. They need to
Yeah.
just leave us alone.
Mm.
Let us do our podcasting
In
job.
peace. Thank you, German Shepherd. Distract him with some meat, will you, my good man? Throw some meat or something.
I'm not throwing anything.
I think
down
he's
there.
chasing
Producer Pete.
producer Pete around, which is good.
Run faster, Pete!
Faster! There he's gone.
Oh,
He's gone.
I think we just lost Pete.
He's gone. So this week we are wearing traditional Belgium outfits, Luke.
Traditional.
Very traditional. You are in your Jean-Claude Van Damme outfit
Uh-huh.
from the
Well-known Belgian.
famous
Yep.
90s movie Kickboxer. And you are just donned in a loincloth. You're oiled up. You've got your broken glass on your hands, on your fists, ready for fighting.
Ready to glass someone.
You look like the most relaxed TIE fighter.
A lot of the time you'll see me just pausing with my mouth open. In slow motion.
Yeah.
That's me doing it. So if you hear me do that during the podcast, that's because I'm doing my Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Jean-Claude Van Damme. And I, on the other hand, am dressed in Belgium's greatest tennis player,
Oh,
Kim Clijsters. I'm dressed in the lovely
she
little...
dated an Australian, didn't she,
did.
at some point?
She did. She dated Leighton Hewitt. So there's a little connection to this little Aussie battler of a podcast.
Yeah.
Leighton Hewitt, one of our very big listeners, isn't he? Loves this podcast. Leighton, very big fan.
You look good in a tennis dress.
I feel good. I had to shave my legs for it, but it's the little things, Luke. The small sacrifices you make for the podcast. I'm happy to take one for the team.
You are. You take it for the team way more than I asked, but
Yes, it's just what I do.
yeah.
It feels fantastic.
You look good.
Thank you. So good to be tipping the cap to the native country and the traditions in which we like to follow. So moving on. Now by the way, photos of us will be on Instagram.
They will. When I get around to the ones from Spain.
We're going to do the Spanish one first, and then we'll do the Belgium one. Tipping results, Luke. We've got a tipping competition amongst not just us, but our listeners as well. Some of the big people around the world that love this
avid
podcast.
Listeners.
Avid listeners love it.
Yeah.
They love it. Who's leading the podcast? Because it was producer Pete, if I was mistaken.
Producer Pete has gotten his lead back.
Oh, he has.
So he did actually lose his lead to Jim Foley.
Yeah, he was good.
He had a good previous Grand Prix. He was on 68. Pete was on 67. But now Pete's on 84.
Oh.
He had a round of 17. He got 3 wrong.
He's a machine, isn't he?
He is an absolute
He's just a machine.
So Pete got 80. He's on 84. Jim's on 83.
Oh, Jimmy's still there, though.
Then I'm on 79.
Oh,
5
big
behind
gap.
Pete.
Big gap.
78 is Cliff, after we gave him an average one from the week before.
Oh, that backfired, didn't it?
So he got 16 this one, which is the second highest score at the Spanish Grand Prix. Then we've got yourself on 77, and then
dear.
Pat is on 76.
Oh, dear.
You had a bad round. You got 12.
Oh, no.
12 out of 20.
It's not good.
I got 14. I think this is maybe the first time I've ever been in the lead of you.
I think so. This is the
in our
first time
third
ever.
season. Pressure's on.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened to me.
I think you're too focused on fantasy AFL.
Maybe.
I think so.
I think so. You're right. Putting all my energy into the wrong baskets.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway.
So that's the score sheet.
We'll at the end of this podcast, we'll go around and tip again, I think.
Yeah, we will.
Makes sense. And we should preview the race. Spa, Luke.
You want to talk about the race?
Talk about the
talk
track
about the
very
upcoming
quickly.
race?
Yeah, about the track, Luke. Who won last year? And who would it suit? Is there a particular manufacturer that might have a better time of it this weekend?
Oh, I think it's Mercedes, clearly. I think Verstappen will be up there somewhere. But Belgium Grand Prix at Spa-Francorchamps circuit, it is a 7.004 kilometre track with 44 laps of a race distance of 308.052 kilometres. The lap record is a 1 minute 46.286 by Valtteri Bottas in 2018. 2019, the winner was Charles Leclerc, Lewis Hamilton, Valtteri Bottas, and the pole was a 1 minute 42.512 by Charles Leclerc. This weekend's tyres are the C2, C3, and C4, so the middle range of the 5 tyres that Pirelli have for this weekend's Belgian Grand Prix. The race, local time was be 3:10 p.m. Quality time for us here in Australia will be 11. Race time in New Zealand will be 1:10 a.m. Sunday morning. East Coast of Australia, 11:10. It's the same as all the races.
They're all the same, aren't they?
That have happened so far. The only real adjustment will be Russia, which will be a couple hours earlier. West Australia, Kuala Lumpur, 9:10 p.m. Addis Ababa, 4:10
Great spot.
p.m. It's on the same timeline as Moscow.
Addis Ababa.
Yes.
Great blam.
The UK and Casablanca,
Casablanca.
2:10 p.m.
Yep.
United States, East Coast, 9:10 a.m. West Coast, 6:10 a.m. Cape Verde, 10 past 12. Reykjavik, 10 past 1 p.m. El Salvador, Sunday morning, 7:10 a.m.
Gee, all these places, Luke, we haven't been.
Yeah. And Anchorage in Alaska, 5:10 a.m.
I haven't been there either, Luke.
Sunday morning. The weather, Friday, high chance, the high temperature of 19, so it's going to be cool this weekend, which should suit the Mercedes even more.
Yes, it will.
It is periods of clouds and sunshine with a couple of showers. There's showers just before practice 2 during the F3 qualifying. Saturday, high of 18, partial sunshine with a thunderstorm of 40% chance.
40%.
And Sunday, 17 degrees, variable conditions with a couple of showers. I think these people who make up these forecast is just going, there's a chance and a possibility and a variability. That's just fucking choose it. Read the maths and do it right.
Exactly.
66%
It's
chance
a
of rain.
science, Luke. You need to get that shit right.
66% chance of rain during the race.
During the race.
So we're expecting a humdinger.
That's good.
Daniel Ricciardo was saying that he doesn't feel that there's a challenge in a qualifying lap around Spa anymore.
Really?
Because everything's flat and everything's easy.
Right.
Because there's so much downforce from these cars. So it'll be interesting. He said he loves racing there because when you're behind another car, you're losing downforce.
Right.
So you're sliding the car a little bit more. He goes, so he loves racing in Spa, not so much driving the quali laps because it just seems a little bit too easy.
Right. On rails.
On rails.
Bit too easy.
We have we've got some F1 news.
Oh, have we?
If you want to talk about F1 news.
Let's do F1 news.
A little bit.
Luke.
There's not much to go through. Williams has been sold.
Williams has been sold.
Yep, the full company has been sold to Dorilto Capital. They're an investment firm in the United States.
Will they be keeping the
Williams name?
Oh, that's good because that's what they were most concerned about.
Yeah,
losing the name.
Don't know if there'll be a colour change. I don't know what else was going to be happen, but they have bought the team.
Wow.
Renault has dropped the Racing Point protest.
Okay.
So it's only Ferrari that's left.
Oh.
And I have a
theory.
I have a theory.
Why would Renault drop that suit?
I think it's just a matter. What they said is like, let's just get on with racing. Let's just put it past us and move on.
Right.
That's understandable.
Thinking that nothing can.
Ferrari are looking for clarification on what can be copied and what can't be copied. I think it's just they want to figure out what they can get away with or what they can do, or see if they can get some information out of it. But Renault have dropped the protest, so the only team left to protest after McLaren also pulled out, Williams pulled out, and now Renault have pulled out of the protest. And during, I think it was last week, AWS has rated the fastest drivers since 1983. So they used the qualifying laps of the drivers and then gauged who was quickest
compared to other drivers,
cars, team, and other drivers and such. So
who's AWS? Do we know who these dudes are?
They've been doing a lot of stats and
stats company. All right.
A lot of the, like, you'll see it in the race. You'll see AWS. Like if someone's closing up on someone, they'll say how many laps before they can possibly overtake them, and the probability of them overtaking them.
So it seems like a legit
organization
doing research, not just some fat blubbery guy in his bed.
It's not me, no.
Masturbating
heavily.
Yeah.
So the number one driver, the fastest driver since 1983, is Ayrton Senna.
Yes.
And you think, okay,
Ayrton Senna. Yep.
Fair enough.
Lock
Next
that in.
driver.
I believe that.
Next driver, Michael Schumacher.
Okay.
Second place. Fair enough. A lot of world championships.
Would you agree with
those
two? Those top two?
So far, so good.
Yep.
Third, Lewis Hamilton.
No, okay, fair enough.
Fair enough.
Cool.
Six-time world champion, possibly 7.
Yep.
Max Verstappen.
Bit early to tell.
Too soon.
Bit too soon.
Fernando Alonso. Understandable.
Oh, he's next?
Yep.
Okay.
Nico Rosberg.
You're having a laugh. You're having a laugh. Nico Rosberg.
Do you know who beat Nico Rosberg?
Everyone.
Mark Webber.
Oh. Even Mark Webber. That tells you something, doesn't it? Even Mark.
And if Mark Webber's listening by any chance, happy birthday for yesterday, Mark.
Oh, happy birthday, Mark.
44 years old. Still a good-looking rooster.
He's a good-looking chap.
Great
fit. Cheekbones. Great jawline.
Beautiful jaw. That dimple on that chin.
That chin. He's got the bum crack chin. He's a good-looking rooster.
7th is Charles Leclerc.
A bit soon again. It's like the Max Verstappen call. Bit early.
Position 8.
Yeah.
The other Finn, Heikki Kovalainen.
No. No. Luke, you're taking the piss.
I'm not.
Who are these people again? AWS. Heikki Kovalainen. What?
You're having a laugh.
You're having a fucking laugh. That's not right.
I haven't made this up. This is what they've made up.
Of all the drivers, think back to all the drivers. There's no Nigel
Since
Mansell.
1983.
There's no Dan Ricciardo.
No. There's no Mark Webber.
There's no Mark Webber. Well, that's a given. There's no Alain Prost.
No Prost.
What is going on here?
Mm.
Anyway, okay, keep going.
Yano Trulli.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on, Luke. This is
I
just
couldn't wait to
lost
tell
all
you
credibility. Lost all credibility. Those three names. Rosberg, Heike, Jarno.
Yep.
Would you agree with that?
No.
No.
Number 10, Sebastian Vettel.
Oh, good Lord. Who's been beaten by everybody? Who's been beaten by every teammate except Mark Webber? But we still love you, Mark. If you're listening, happy 44th birthday for yesterday.
And do you know whose birthday it is today?
Oh, it's actually the guy we're going to be chatting to very shortly.
Well, we're going to be chatting to his best friend.
His best mate.
Who they haven't seen eye to eye very often.
The two fins in the paddock. Yeah,
There'll be one fin in the paddock. It's like when I go to the beach and I go snorkeling, I'll end up losing a fin. That's what's about to happen at the end of this year. It's twice. Twice I've gone to the beach with two fins.
Is that right?
I've come out of the surf with one.
The shark.
No.
Shark took it.
No, just a wave dumped me and it just fell off my foot.
That's
and
sad.
I could never see it again.
If it was a killer whale or some sort of white pointer shark that took it,
if anyone sees a red Speedo fin or a blue Zogs fin, that's mine. Can I have them back, please?
Didn't lose your Speedos, your trunks.
No, mate, they are firmly... They cannot get past this fat. Once it's in there, it's locked in. Locked into that muffin top.
You need some
nothing can
Vaseline
escape
to yank them out.
Vaseline won't work, mate.
Just grown into your skin.
It's locked in.
It's locked into your skin.
It's embedded. It's entrenched.
It's now part of your skin.
Yeah.
Doctors
I
are
am
trying to
now
remove
part Billabong board shorts. So they're the top 10 fastest drivers since 1983.
Well,
No Rubens Barrichello.
No
Daniel Ricciardo.
No Damon Hill.
Charles Leclerc's there. Daniel Ricciardo is not.
It just seems
Absurd.
It seems a bit absurd, doesn't it? Really
ridiculous.
Okay, well, AWS, whoever you are,
they've just ruined their credibility.
Yeah,
Can't believe another thing they say.
that just seems a bit weird. All right, moving on.
Yep. Let's move on.
Moving on from that ridiculous survey. Dan Watch.
Dan Watch.
Dan Watch. We watch Dan. Let's watch him. Dan Watch. What's Dan Watch?
Dan's launched a little clothing line.
Has he?
Yes. It
face
just
mask?
says RIC
Ooh.
and the number 3 next to it.
Nice.
It looks very boring,
Oh, what a shame.
very dull.
Oh, no, that's not like our Dan.
And he's got the other one is like an OK symbol to the side.
Yeah.
So you can only see 3 fingers, hence the 3 from Daniel Ricciardo. It's just that. It's just a hand outline of 3. And the Rick on his hat or his T-shirt looks like Bic the pen.
Oh, man.
Who convinced him that?
Come on. He's got some people.
Someone own up and go, you know what, it was me.
He would have okayed it, though, wouldn't he? There would have been designs and drawings come across his table desk, and he would have gone, yeah, that one.
Someone's going to buy it.
Well, you will.
I won't. I refuse unless
Really?
it gets
It's
sent to
that
me for
bad?
free. Then
It's
I'll
that
promote
bad?
the shit out of it. But until that happens, I'm right against it.
And we're here if you need us to promote it. Renault, Dan.
No, this is Daniel
Oh,
on
this
his
is
own
Dan.
back.
It's on his
This is
back.
not even a Renault thing.
Oh, all right. So we're talking to the Dan
This is
people.
Daniel
then, are we?
launching his clothing line
All right,
next to
Dan.
Lewis Hamilton's Tommy Hilfiger and Antonio Giovinazzi's paper bag. That's all he's designed.
A paper bag.
Paper bag from Gio.
Well, that's a shame. You would have thought Dan would have had a bit more. I don't know.
When you look at his helmets, you think there's going to be a little bit more inspiration. It's a black hat with white writing.
Oh, dear.
Or a white shirt with a black OK symbol, which you can't see the OK. You can only see the 3 fingers. It's not
It's not good. It's not good. Come on.
No, it's not up to Ricciardo's standard.
Wow. I mean, you know.
No,
He does-
sometimes we got to call the bullshit.
Yeah, no, you're right. No, you're right, Luke. That is bullshit.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Even though it's Daniel Ricciardo,
Yep.
bullshit.
Bullshit.
Put a bit of colour in there.
I know.
Look at your helmet.
I know. It's a shame.
Yeah.
Um,
He's still quicker than fucking Truly.
Sure is. Truly. And Heike.
Truly
Seriously.
shit.
And Nico Rosberg. Give me a break. All right. Let's move on to making Formula One great, Luke. We strive to make this sport better by coming up with some, ridiculous ideas.
Yep.
To absurd ideas to
Silly.
make this sport more
Preposterous.
appealing to the wider market, to women, to younger people, to old fat dudes. We think of everyday things that we can maybe throw into a Formula One race, which could spice it up a little bit, rather than just going, all right, you got 52 laps, let's drive in around this track.
Yep.
That's exciting. For some people like us, we love it.
Yeah.
Some people don't like that. My wife, for example, she thinks it's boring.
What would she like?
She would like ideas that we have come up with before. She was a big fan of, for example, the shopping bag challenge.
Everyone loves that. Everyone can relate to it.
Absolutely. So you qualify with shopping bags hanging off the rear view mirror, the back wing. You've got to pop your eggs and your milk in there.
Barge boards.
Barge boards, where it all the things
camera.
You've got to put your daily products, your shopping stuff in the bag, drive a lap of the race for qualification, not break an egg, not spill an ounce of milk.
Or you get a time penalty if any of those break or spill.
Seconds will be added onto your time.
You know, we've come up with newer ideas like having the start-finish line with a bunch of people wearing checkered flag T-shirts.
Brilliant.
And then you just run over them to finish the Grand Prix.
Yep. Love
That's one way to finish
That's
it.
the old traditional way of racing, isn't it?
We've also come up with, because in the previous podcast, we couldn't really recall a lot of the insane ideas we came up with a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
That's why I went back into the archives
Ha
to find
my dear man,
what we came up with and explain them a little bit better.
Good, because we do need to, when COVID calms down and next year they'll be looking for more ideas to spice it up.
They're choosing great circuits this year.
Great circuits.
Circuits that aren't normally on in the Formula One season.
No.
So they're changing it. They're making it better.
Fantastic. Now what they need to do is just add those beautiful new tracks.
Add in Melbourne.
Sprinkle of
Add in Monaco.
Monaco.
And then add in maybe Canada.
Yep.
Texas.
And then you sprinkle in some great ideas for the Grand Prix weekend.
We'll take care of that.
We'll take care of the ideas, and we are going to go over and we're going to drop our little suitcase off to Liberty Media
We'll
again.
do it again. Yep. So these are some of the ideas we came up with in March 2018, a long time ago.
Yeah.
We burnt these out way too quickly.
We did.
So reverse parking challenge.
Love that.
Great idea. Daniel Ricciardo tried it in Azerbaijan and drove into the back of Daniel Kvyat. The lucky dip car qualifying.
Oh yes.
So you just put your hand in.
Yep.
Like a barrier draw.
Not
in
sure.
a horse race.
Not
you
sure what
pull
car
out.
you're going to get.
Oh, look. You're pulling out.
Oh,
you're starting fourth.
Oh, you beauty.
Well done, Williams.
Well done, Williams.
So there's other ways to do it. And as you said, you could be pulling out a car, not a number. You couldn't be pulling out a grid spot. You could be going, listen, this weekend I'm driving in a Haas.
And I'm going to be starting from pole.
That's right.
Love it.
So the great idea of
That's
the
genius.
Lucky Dip car quali, the test of 0 to 100 back to 0, see which car could do it the quickest.
Oh, yeah.
Just for a championship point.
Why not?
Who can go from 0, get up to 100 kilometres an hour. Let's make it 100 miles an hour for our American listeners.
Absolutely.
160 kilometres an hour.
Absolutely.
Back to 0.
Absolutely. Well, we
See
already
who
have
does
that,
it the quickest.
We already have that ridiculous extra point for fastest lap of the race. Why not throw another point out there?
Yep. Great for the fans. Great for TV.
Yep.
Then we have the exact specification car. So every team has the exact same car. Therefore, we get the same. They're all in the same car. So who's going to be the quickest driver is a true detriment of who is the best driver.
Yep.
If they're all in the exact same car,
It makes sense.
which is the same in Formula 2, Formula 3.
Absolutely.
IndyCar.
You kind of want to know who the fastest driver is, not who's got the fastest technology.
Yes.
So-
which is clearly Mercedes. So everyone gets a Mercedes. You go hell for leather.
You'd find out who the best driver was.
Yep. We have the Scalextrics Quali Grid Kid.
Oh, I love it.
So we have grid kids in Formula 1, not this year because they are disease-ridden children.
Oh, yeah, no.
So we've got to keep them away.
Yeah.
But they race, and whoever wins, like they're representing a driver.
Yep.
And they will race off to see whoever gets pole position.
Yep.
And the positions thereafter. So we use the grid kids to select and race for the drivers that they represent.
Love it.
Another one is the driver team relay.
Yes.
So the two drivers will have a quali lap, and then the times are averaged to their grid spot. So each grid will have, it could be Ferrari up front, it could be Red Bull second row, Mercedes third row. And the reason why having an average qualifying between the two teammates will force teams to choose the best drivers.
Yes, of course.
Instead of going, you know what, we got a pay driver, but your average lap, because that pay driver is going to be way back. So you're starting your better driver further back.
Clever.
So
Clever,
the
Luke.
idea is, hey, you know, you look at where Albon is qualifying for Red Bull is not too great. So we get a better driver in, someone who's going to be closer to Max Verstappen.
Absolutely.
And then that pushes them forward because Albon isn't qualifying in P3 or P4. He's back in 5, 6, 7, 8, sometimes out of the top 10.
Yep, that's right. That's it.
So these are just ideas.
Genius.
These are great ideas
Great
that
ideas.
we're coming up with. Another one is qualifying while eating the local dish.
Oh, I love this one, Luke.
This did get into the final, this one.
Oh, imagine you're in Shanghai. You're about to qualify. Someone pops a bowl of hot noodle soup on your lap. And they say, good luck. Don't spill a drop. A, it's going to burn your gonads. B, you'll lose time for every droplet of soup that gets spilled. You will lose time.
So you got to
in your
eat that.
And you've got
under
to
your
finish
helmet.
it. You've got to finish it as well.
Yeah.
And it's scorching hot
We're not here to fuck about.
through your visor.
We're not
It's
here to
not
fuck
e-
spiders, mate.
No, mate.
We're here to take this serious.
Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, that's brilliant. You got to eat the local dish. I mean, that's hard.
So if you're in Belgium this weekend, what would you be eating?
A waffle.
Waffle?
Definitely
there you go. You got to
waffle.
eat a waffle. Who wouldn't want to eat a waffle
Who
while
would
driving?
not want to eat I mean, it'd be awkward because it gets everywhere. And you'd probably hit the visor. You might fair bit
No,
of
you got to
maple
lift. You
syrup.
got to lift it up.
Yeah.
Lift up the visor and just shove it.
Shove it in.
Yeah.
In one go.
Yeah.
Is that the tactic?
Yeah, I would.
Just pop it in your mouth.
And just chew it all the way around.
And then you would probably, on the straight,
And
be
it-
using your other hand to shove it
And
in.
your straw would have melted chocolate,
Oh, God, yeah.
so you can mix it in.
Yes.
It'd be good.
Oh,
See?
delicious.
Now I'm hungry.
And testing. And I'm hungry.
And the pit stop quiz. So when you come in for your pit stop, there's a few questions you have to answer before you get out.
Yes, of course.
And you can't leave
Yes.
until...
Oh, that was a good one.
Because there's a 2-second pit stop.
That's right.
That's quick. What's
That-
the point of that? Nothing
No,
changes.
no.
But
gotta
you have
answer-
to be intelligent.
Answer 10 questions correctly before you go. Yeah.
Yep, 10 questions.
Yeah.
You can't have anyone in your ear. You can't have the radio going.
No one on the radio telling you the answer.
Yep,
The radio's disconnected.
yep.
The visor is up.
Yep. What
And-
is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? And like, oh shit, I'll never be able to get this right.
Damn it. 30 miles an hour.
Great ideas.
Correct.
Great ideas.
Love it.
What else have we got? Shopping bag challenge, which you talked about before.
Yep.
Bringing in a visor camera,
Yes.
having the camera from the driver's view.
Yes.
Bumper F1 cars,
Oh, I love it.
similar to how Albon and Magnussen drove around in Silverstone, but
With no
there's
damage.
No damage.
You just
bounce
ram
off shit.
into each other. That'd be hilarious. And maybe you've got some walls that kind of, you can't actually go off track.
Yeah, just bounces you back.
Just bounce around.
Yeah,
I love
See?
that.
more ideas.
More ideas. They're evolving.
Reverse grid for the second race. So there's 2 races.
Yeah. Yep.
Reverse
Love
grid,
that.
change it up.
Yep. So you might win the first race,
Yep.
and then you go to the back of the grid. You're going to carve your way through the field.
Yeah. These
Everybody
are
wants
some of our ideas from March
Is that
2018.
right? 2018.
Yeah.
F1 podcast ideas.
Another one to make Formula 1 great again is, and I've been banging on about this, F1 has great speed and it has great tracks which are undulating and challenging. The way that F1 shows it on TV doesn't show how difficult it is.
Yeah.
It shows shots from too high. Like if you look this weekend, you'll see at the top of Radion, the Eau Rouge corner up to Radion, you'll see over the top, you'll have a camera just has a static camera and you see it just pop up and they fly over it.
Yes.
That is a great camera angle because it's static.
That's
It's
right.
low to the ground and you show the speed. They had a camera angle in Free Practice 1 where in the middle of Radion, as they go up the hill, you saw how steep
Yeah.
that corner is
Yep.
because the camera on the cars don't pick it up. The cameras based at the top or based at the bottom don't show how steep and the gradient is up there. So they need to hire like a choreographer as like a
For a dance routine.
maybe there should be a dance routine.
A dance routine.
A dance-off.
A dance
for
off.
qualifying.
A qualification dance-off. I love it. That's a great idea.
This is a new idea.
Yes.
We just thought about right now.
Yep.
Because I couldn't think of cinematographer. I
Yep.
thought of choreographer.
Choreographer. And then that led to a natural progression into let's get dancing involved somehow. Showtime, high can kicks, Formula One.
Could be anything. It could be
It could be your wrap-off. I mean, it could be, you bust out some backspins.
raps.
Could be rapping.
It could be...
Do the robot. Beep, 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 beep. Doesn't matter what you pull out.
It's very David Spade of you.
Very. And then the other guy's got to do the same thing.
Yeah.
It's like a dance fight
Yeah.
for qualification.
Battle for pole.
For battle for pole in a dance fight.
Yeah.
Lewis wins every time. He's got
Maybe.
some sweet moves.
Well-
Dan's also very good at dance. He's got that cool
He's-
dance vibe.
Yeah, he dances sober. That's how good he is.
He's very good.
Yep.
Oh, look, I love it.
I would love to see Kimi Räikkönen dance.
Yeah, the Finns.
Yeah.
The Finn boys.
Yeah. Dance like
Always
Mr.
starting at the back of the grid. Absolutely shocking.
Ben.
And no
So
one-
yeah, if they show the race better from better angles, if they use a cinematographer
Yep.
to show how challenging these tracks are, you'll get more viewers. That's why Netflix has been so popular, because they use static imagery to show the speed and the undulation of these tracks.
Yep.
Where they don't do it in Formula One, and they need to do a better job. Too many. You see cars go through Maggots Beckett's from the fucking helicopter.
Yeah.
How can you show how challenging that is?
No.
Get it at car level and show them flicking back and forth between shots.
Then you blow people's bloody mind.
That's it.
Another one we thought of that I loved, just off the top of my head, was
Pillow fights.
Pillow. Was that one?
No.
That's a new one.
Just
That
came to the
happened.
top of my head.
That just happened.
Pillow fights.
Pillow fights.
Yep.
I was going to say, but pillow fights is way more interesting. Interactive at home. If people are bored, because races can go a little dull, a bit boring if someone's out in the middle, in the lead, and it's a foregone conclusion. The people at home can vote and say, this is getting boring. Push your red button now to release the water pistols, to release the water bombs. And water bombs go flying on the track in front of the guy that's coming first.
What about to release the killer bees?
Perfect.
Daniel Ricciardo just went quickest.
There you
and
go.
then Max Verstappen overtook
We're watching
him.
practice 2 at the
Practice 2.
for the Spa GP. Great ideas, Luke.
See?
Making Formula One great, Luke. It's what we do.
Killer bees, I think, is a great idea.
Killer bees inside the cockpit.
Yep. We just released one.
Just one at a time.
If it's not boring, you just see the driver just
Swatting.
swatting away, trying to drive the car one-handed like Kubica.
I love it. Beautiful.
Maybe they should all do like an homage to Robert and just all drive around with one hand, sticking the finger up.
Qualifying with one hand out the side.
Yeah. Everyone does it.
Yep. Those left-hand turns would make it so much easier now. Doesn't it? With that air?
Yep.
The downforce?
Yeah. See?
Great idea, Luke. Again, this is what we do. This is what you do. Absolute genius. And we have to also speak to Sebastian Vettel.
We are going to check in with Sebastian.
Oh, let's go check in with Sebastian Vettel. You've got him on the hold. We're going to
He's
where is he? Do you know where he is?
I'll just see where he is.
Let's see where he is. Can you see him?
He's on the track.
He's on track right now.
Right.
Oh gosh.
see what he's
Let's go
doing.
find. Yeah, guys. Sure, whatever. Okay. Oh, hang on. Hey, guys, it's me.
Hey, Sebastian.
Hi, guys, it's me.
Ferrari.
The champion.
Are Ferrari listening to you?
Yeah, I got the Ferrari guys and got the helmet on right now, so they can hear everything you're saying.
How's the track looking?
Yeah, pretty good. Up undulations are down. It's around the corners, around
Left and right.
the back and front, the Google stack, everywhere. It's just manscaped. The whole track's looking uber groovy, baby.
Now, if you just happen to drive past Martin Brundle soon, would you just give us a wave?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a wave. Ready? I'm gonna give you a wave. I know, I'm going so fast. I'm going so fast in my car. I'm going out the corner.
Are you having
Look at me
fun?
go. Oh, it's so great.
Do you love Belgium?
I love Belgium. I love the guys. I mean, the chocolates. It's just so, great. I mean, hanging out with all the teams, and especially my guys, the Ferrari.
Yeah.
Wow, what a great team.
You like them?
I got the helmet on so they can hear me. I love my team. Like Ferrari guys, where you can't have enough Italians in one team. That's what I always say.
Yeah.
The more
They're-
Italians, the more harmonious the
They're
team.
doing a great job, I hear.
Well, the out the back smoking. The out the back having a cafe and
If you could change anything about Ferrari, what would you change?
less smoking, probably.
Less smoke. Just, that's it. Just less
Maybe,
smoke.
yeah, and maybe if they knew something about Formula One.
Where do you think a lot of these guys have their background from? Watch out for that corner.
I think. Oh, hello. Hang on. Just let me take this. Hang on 2 seconds. I just have to concentrate.
Look there, I waved.
Yeah, I saw
There he
you.
was.
I saw you guys. I saw Martin Brundle. He just goes fast. I just drove very fast because this car. Oh my God, it's so fast.
Is it?
Oh God, it's so no. Wait, they're still listening. This is the fastest car I probably ever driven in my life. What a great team! So great. They communicate instructions really great when they need.
Clear, concise.
So great.
You always seem to stick with your strategy.
Oh boy.
You did ask them what kind of lap time they wanted you to do, but there seemed to be some kind of confusion. What happened there?
Yeah. So I said, "Hey, what's going on with the tires?" And they go, "Nothing." They said nothing to me.
I heard they say understood.
Yeah, they couldn't.
Do they know much else other than understood?
I don't think they even speak English or they don't speak German. They speak some kind of provincial Italian from like the high regions of the the north area on the border of Austria and stuff. So I don't really know what was happening. But so then I say, then they come back to me on the radio and they say, "Hey, Sebastian Vettel, do you think you can use these tires for the rest of the race?" I say, "Fucking what?" You tell me, asshole, why are you doing this? You tell me if the tires are okay to go to the last race and to the rest. Oh, my helmet's still on. Okay. They heard everything I just said. Oh, shit.
Well, good luck with the rest of practice in the weekend, Sebastian. Thank you for your time.
They're going to piss in my coffee.
Thank you for coming on with the Effing One podcast.
I'm just driving around this corner. I'm doing really well. I'm back on the team radio. Hang on, I could talk to the guys. Yeah, okay. I picked up a lot of vibrations in the tires. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Hey, by the way, you Italians suck. Okay, bye. Well, there you go.
Yeah, interesting.
And that's Sebastian Vettel talking while he's driving.
He's doing a great job. Oh, he's coming in the pits now. We could probably had a better chat with him if he's in there.
What a shame.
We've lost the link.
We could have, never mind. We could have got some nice conversation between him and the pit.
He's always good value.
He's a great guy.
Very honest.
Oh, man.
I think he forgot that they were listening at one point.
Yeah. This podcast, Luke.
It's a ripper.
It's a ripper.
Punches well above its weight.
I'm going to download this twice this episode.
Are you?
Yeah.
You're good.
It's that
good to hear you finally going to listen to it.
It's that good, this episode. I'm going to tell you.
Oh, he's gone back on track.
Oh, no, he's just parked it.
He's like,
what the hell?
No, I think he's going to do a practice start.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's fucking doesn't know.
I'd love to get comments from him right now, but obviously, he's very busy.
Button.
Very busy. Gee, he's really sucking, isn't he, this year? Sebastian Vettel, what's going on, Luke?
He's just put in neutral.
He's just not good.
He doesn't want to go into pits. He's just parking it there. He's like,
he refuses.
He'll throw the keys to the valet. Do you park it for me?
Park this for me. I don't want to have anything to
there
do
he
with this car.
goes. Oh, well done.
Yeah, poor old Sebastian.
Is
he going to turn up at? Is he going to be racing for Racing Point next year?
No, he wouldn't want to race there.
No,
he's done. I think he's done.
He's done, isn't he? Done and dusted.
Racing Point are going to fucking take him. He's not the Sebastian Vettel he once was.
No,
he's a shadow of his former self.
It's a shame.
It is. That's what happens with age. We're a bit slower.
He's like the youngest world champion ever. Mm-hmm. By the time he was 25, he had 3 world titles.
Yeah.
And now, he's early 30s and he's washed up. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yep. But he's got a young teammate who is wiping the floor with him. But they're in 14th and 16th at the moment. So they're not.
Yeah. I guess that's the problem, isn't it? Like, you can be a world champion, but once your teammate starts wiping the floor, it's a downward spiral from there. It's like, okay, well, I need to get out of this team to a slightly worse team, and hopefully I'll be the number 1 driver of that worst team.
Yeah.
And then someone else beats you, and you keep backpedaling, trying to find a team where you can be number 1.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Because Kimi Raikkonen's on track.
Oh.
And we have a segment called
At Home with Kimi. Love this section. Love this segment.
He's just pulling into pit lane.
Oh, brilliant.
And looks like he's getting out of his car.
Oh, fantastic.
So let's have a look.
Yeah,
and see what he's up to.
Let's have a look. Kimi Raikkonen. Just driving my F1 man. Oh, yeah, I'm pretty fast. I still got it, guys.
I may be fucking 50, but I still got it. All right. I'm going to go see my good friend over there in the Mercedes garage. Buttheady Buttheads. I can't take this. I might take my little present over for him. It's his birthday today. I'll take this cake. Here we go. I baked it myself this morning. This beautiful cake with the fudge from Finland, some cream, some lovely jam. I made it myself. Okay. Hey! It's Mercedes-Benz. I'm after Valtteri Bottas. It's Kimi in here from a world champion for Ferrari.
This is Valtteri Bottas.
Bottas, come here, big fella. Come here, guy. Come here. Give me a hug.
You're not going to punch me, are you?
Yeah, man. Come on. Fucking relax, brother. I know we haven't seen eye to eye. I know we haven't been better friends, even though we're both from Finland. But it's time to bury the hatchet.
I think that would be nice.
Why do we bury this cake?
What?
I
You
made
got
you
me cake?
I made you cake. Look, here we go. Surprise!
No, this-
Come on, guys. Gather around. Let's sing happy birthday to Valtteri Bottas. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Bertie. Happy birthday to you. Hey! There you go, Bottas.
Could you sing it in Finnish for
Yeah,
me?
yeah. Gooba-dabba-dibba-dibba-da. Gooba-dibba-dabba-dibba-da. Gooba-dibba-dabba-gooba-dabba. Gooba-shmooby-dooby-dabba-da.
That's much better.
Now, why don't you cut the cake, blow the candles out, and make a wish? There you go. Oh, you blow like you race, absolutely like a fucking pussy. Okay, can somebody pass this guy a knife? Can we get a knife? There, thank you, there. Why don't you cut the cake, make a wish? There you go. Come on, use your muscles. Push down. Can someone please help him push the cake? Push the knife down. Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus, he's like a weak pussy.
Do you want a slice?
Oh, no. I won't eat that. I better not.
No,
You have a taste. Have a taste. There you go. Yeah. Well, how's it taste?
This
Does
herring?
Does it
I
taste like
taste herring?
Rabbit Kubica's ass? Guess what, asshole?
No.
This guy, Rabbit Kubica's...
Ah.
That was made by Rabbit Kubica's finger.
Ah.
His testing COVID finger. Ah. Suck it, Bottas.
Damn, you
Happy
ragging in.
birthday, douchebag. We got him. And that was
At Home with Kimi.
Oh, it's a nasty trick. Ooh,
It's,
a cake.
see, he's squinting Bottas. I think he thought it was like a pickled fish or herring or something, and then he's just realised it's
The taste of,
the tangy taste of Kubica's digits.
and that was a combination of all the anus from the whole
Testing
whole
period.
paddock. He hasn't washed that hand once. That's a lot of COVID. That's a lot of stank. A lot of stank. Oh, it's a stanky cake. Well, there you go. That was pleasant.
Well, no one punched someone, so that was
That was nice.
a change.
At least there wasn't a punch on
No.
for those two. That's pretty good
Happy
going.
birthday.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Happy
to
birthday,
Valtteri
Bottas. Enjoy the cake, the ass cake.
What do you reckon he wished for?
Not to eat that ass cake, probably.
I reckon it was probably something about Lewis Hamilton
Oh,
not being able to race for the rest of the year.
getting COVID, getting sick.
Wouldn't it be funny if, like, Lewis Hamilton was, he was sick. He kept testing positive. He's fine,
Yeah.
but he could. And then someone else came in the car. Let's say Nico Hulkenberg. Nico Hulkenberg gets in the car for Mercedes and then wins the world championship.
What?
Wouldn't that be funny?
Wouldn't that be fun? But he wouldn't be able to add to Hamilton's points.
No,
they
no,
wouldn't.
no.
They wouldn't be
No.
his.
He'd be starting from the 6 points or 8 points he got from the racing
Yeah.
point race. And
It's conceivable that he could win.
conceivable. And wouldn't it be gut wrenching
Oh,
that
Bottas.
someone would come in 7 races in
Oh, jeez, and wins it.
and wins the championship?
I'm a bit devo that Hulkenberg didn't get that podium. That would have been such a sweet romantic story.
It would have been nice, but unfortunately Verstappen was just too bloody quick and ended up winning the bloody thing.
Yeah. Bugger.
So, one more. Fuck, marry, kill.
Fuck, marry, kill. Oh, here we go. All right, Luke. All right. Are we doing the same one?
No, this is Nico Rosberg,
Ooh.
Karun Chandok,
Oh.
and Jensen Button. Fuck one, marry one, kill one.
Go.
Over to you.
Oh, jeez. I'm going to marry Rosberg.
Mm-hmm. Because he looks like Britney?
Because I think, that's a guy that most would look like a girl if he needed to be. So I think he would be a gentle, sweet, intimate lover. And Chandok, I'm probably going to kill him. I think I'm going to kill Chandok.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it his legs? Is his weird legs? Can
Yes.
anyone tell us what's wrong with his legs?
I don't know. He's got a weird face as well.
They're askew.
Weird face. I don't know. I just think, I don't know. Just the English accent doesn't seem right. I just don't like it. I'm just going to shoot him. Because I think I like Button. I'm going to probably just bend him over. I'm going to fuck him.
So you're just going to fuck him?
I'm going to fuck him.
All right, I would marry Button. I'd fuck Brittany, which is Nico. And I would probably kill Karen.
Is that
Chandler.
right? Yeah.
I like Karen. Yeah, we had a good chat a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
But out of those three,
I know. It's tough because the other two guys are,
I'm not a racist, but
no.
even when I say that, it's probably a little bit racist.
Do you say, well, by the fact that you've even said that is racist. But yeah, no, you're right. The other guys are nice guys. Yeah.
Not racist.
No, not
You're
racist.
just not racist.
You're not racist. You're not racist.
Before we wrap this gold encrusted turd of a podcast up,
what a podcast.
we have to do tips.
Yes, we do, Luke.
So,
Oh, man, I'm coming last. Fuck.
so
What am I going to do? I need to go
Mercedes.
crazy. Yeah.
I'm going to go with Hamilton.
I too will have to do that, I think. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that.
Yep. Who have we got next? We've got Albon or Verstappen.
I'd have to say double Verstappens.
Yep. I agree. Who is next? We're going to go with Ferrari, Leclerc or Vettel.
Double Leclerc.
Yeah.
Poor old Sebastian.
Really?
No, not really.
Yeah.
He's got enough world titles.
He's got 4.
Yeah, exactly.
50-odd wins.
4, I mean, now in hindsight, unjustified. Kind of. A little bit. Couple of weak years.
Yeah, he had he's won some championships he probably shouldn't have won. Had a great fight back in a race in
He got lucky.
Brazil.
He was pretty lucky.
Had his first championship win. Was very lucky that Alonso pitted when Mark pitted, because that was what he perceived as his only competitor to the championship. But then mathematically, Sebastian Vettel got it done.
Yep.
Next up, we're going with Tracing Point. Sergio Vid-19.
Sergio. I'm going to go double Sergio.
Double Serge.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with a Sergio.
You're going to go Serge in qualifying, and then you're going to go Stroll in the race, aren't you?
It's wet. It could be a wet race. So I just forgot that. Verstappen, Leclerc, that's all same. But Sergio, who did really... No,
Stroll.
Sergio,
Stroll was really strong in the wet.
he was in Austria. Right, I'm going to go Stroll. Sergio for the qualifying, Stroll for the race.
Yeah.
Just off his good starts.
Yep.
Ricardo or Ocon, Renault.
Double Dan.
I'm going to go Ricardo Ocon, which I did that last week and I've dropped a point because of it. I shouldn't go against Daniel, but I know how good Ocon is in the wet.
Yeah.
And I thought being a test track and Ocon would kind of be sort of even because they both know the track so well.
Yeah.
But that clearly did not work out.
How's their head-to-head qualifying battle? I think
Yeah.
it's like 4-5-1 to Dan or something.
Yeah.
It's one-sided.
I've got the stats on another sheet of paper, which I didn't have with me right now. Next team, let's go McLaren.
Double Lando.
Lando Norris.
See, I was silly. I should have gone I should have gone Carlos in Spain. That was silly.
You should have. I'm surprised you
I
didn't.
know I should have.
Even after I mentioned it.
I know. I
but-
just rate Norris much.
Oh, so do I.
Much more highly.
Yeah. And I think he'll do very, very, very well this weekend. It'll be interesting when they get Mercedes power, but they can't use, like, from the next Grand Prix, it's all banned. So even party mode, even if they come out of the pit stops, they can't use it.
Yeah.
They can't use it in the race to make up pace. So it'll be interesting how much that's going to affect.
They have to redesign the car as well, don't they? Around the engine. That's gonna.
Oh, Daniel Ricciardo is pulled over to the side.
That's not good.
Just getting a bit of dirt on his tyres just to make it even for everyone else.
It's a bad sign.
Got an issue.
Oh no.
Anyway, next one in will be Alpha Tauri.
The gas man.
Gas.
Double gas.
I'll also go gas. Then we'll go with the Alfa Romeo.
We'll have. Let's go Giovinazzi. Double Gio.
Gio.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Raikkonen for both. Then we've got Haas-holes.
The Haas-holes. Let's go double Grosjean. Just to
Oh,
throw
Jesus.
a rabbit in the hat.
I'm going to go Magnussen. And then there's the Williams.
Double George.
Yeah, you kind of have to go with him.
Yeah.
It's pretty... Daniel's getting out of the car.
Smoking. A lot of smoke coming from the brakes.
He's just checking on the marshals, giving them a thumbs up, see how they're going.
Yeah. And we're going to give this episode a big thumbs up as well, aren't we?
Say hi to Mum.
Wrap it up. Say thank you very much, Mrs. Luke.
Thank you for the food.
Thank you for the Belgian waffles.
She's got heaps of fries. They call them Fritz over there.
Yum. And they do it with the mayo. Good choice.
Yep, wise.
Very nice. What else we got here? What's that over there, Luke?
Um,
Some kind of Belgian chocolate fountain? Is that what that is?
Yes.
Yeah. Delish.
But I saw Kubica putting his hand in it before, so just avoid it.
Yeah.
It may not be chocolate.
Not that hand in the paddock.
Fresh.
Oh, Kubica. What a character. Hey, this has been great.
Thanks for coming over.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm been struggling to stay awake, I'll be honest. I got these kids, Luke. I don't want to talk about kids on this podcast.
But
fuck. I got one that's teething like a little motherfucker. Love him to bits. Cute little bugger. And one that just can't sleep. So,
have you tried the frying pan technique?
just whack him.
Mm-hmm. That's what Mum used to do to me. I turned out fine.
You're fine.
Love you, Mum. There's a fire.
Thanks for listening. And
Check us out on socials.
Facebook, Instagram.
If you have any ideas you want to pass on, then we can make F1 great again.
Yeah, come up with some. Have a little think
Can't
about.
just be us.
No, ways to make
We're a
Formula One
team.
great. Let's do this together, and then together we go to Liberty Media and we deliver them another satchel of great ideas.
Duffel bag.
Duffel bag.
We're going to fill it with money,
Yep, there's cash.
so you're not wasting on Speckled Jim anymore.
We'll recycle the best ideas from season 1 of this podcast, and we'll throw it at Liberty Media. Hopefully they jump on board.
If you throw enough shit at the wall, it's going to stick.
It's going to stick.
And we've had a few ideas that have already come through.
Correct. Well, they've already taken some of our ideas.
Yes.
Fastest lap, that was ours.
Yep.
What else was ours?
Well, they're going to ban party mode.
Party mode. There's 2.
It's 2.
So if you want to know the future of Formula One, it's right here
You
on
listen
F1
to it.
Podcast.
You listen to it.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Stay safe.
What?
And don't let Kubica anywhere near you.
If you see him, don't shake his hand.
Don't take a COVID test. You do not want that finger. You know where it's been.
Let's not.
The whole paddock.
Leave him alone.
No, he's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, see you, mate.
Bye.
Bye.